Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the Rush Sim Racing Midget Series tonight, live from the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park as we get set here for round number 17. It is. The green flag is going to fly. Bear with us for just a moment. We are green in heat race number 1. Alright, here we go. And turn number 3 and 4. This will complete lap number 2. We apologise about not getting the grid there for you guys. Yes, Friday, we are full. As we are in heat race number 1. No qualifying on the program tonight. Straight into the passing point format right now. Lance Baton, leads from Rodney James. Travis Castagna runs back there in the third and final transfer position. Then you go back to Jacob Burke. Clint Smith rounds out the top 5. Joshua Barry, Damian Butler, Alan Solent, Jason Varacali, and Mitchell Broom back there in position at number 10. Back on pit road. Into 3 and 4 right now. Lance Bainton driving the 010 car. Oh, right now it's all about passing points format. Here comes Rodney James to the inside of the race lead. Looking out at turn number 2. And now here comes the 2 of Travis Castagna, who made his way from the 6th starting position. Now looking to get right into the top 2. Now remember, top 2 will go straight into... Let me say that again. You make it into the top 3, the highest on the passing points format. Oh no, we got Jacob back upside down. Joshua Barry is locked out into a transfer position. Meanwhile, into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Castagna up on the inside. Can he get the run out of turn 4? Who's going to get it? Well, we'll bring up heat race number 1 results for you here in just a second. Heat number 1 is complete. Not sure why it's got lap 11 of 8, but it is going to be 8 laps in the books here for heat race number 1. We're going to bring those results up for you right now. The Rush Sim Racing, round number 17 here at the Midgets at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Ladies and gentlemen, Lance Bainton wins by 0.175 a second. Travis Castagna home in second. Joshua Barry for SM, the Sal Motorsports Sim Sports team, comes home in position number 3. Those 3 drivers straight to the main event. Everybody else to one of 3 B mains. Heat race number 2, let's take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Rob Fletcher in car number 71 starts on pole. To his outside, that'll be David Harleman, lines up at a position number 2. Driving for TJS Sim Sports in car 22, Liam Cameron will roll off at a position number 3. And Caden Brown, a name that needs no introduction here. And not only the real world, but also the sim world, he will start position number 4. Inside your third row, position 5, that'll be Bailey Barnacote. Brad Pascoe will start position number 6 for United Sim Sports. And you go back to Murray Howe, who starts position 7. Callum Davidson out of 8, Damon Mush 9, and Trent Gosley out of position number 10. In fact, there is going to be a reshuffle. Callum Davidson gets an EOL, doing more than the allocated laps in hot laps. Bring that down just a tad and we are good to go. Heat race number 2. Brett Wheeler will have James Rice joining us here in the booth. Not too far away. He's up in the points, or up in the race control. Sorting out points. Here we go. Heat number 2 of 6. And we're 3 wide already down into turn number 1 and 2. Harleman on the outside, the Wicked Energy Gun leads into 3 and 4. Look at Caden Brown in the number 97 machine. Sweeping up around the top side. Moves into position 3 now, coming up the Rob Fletcher. Fletcher out of turn 2. Brown on the outside. The nearly contact. Here comes a slide jump by Bailey Barnacote. 3 wide again. Fletcher and Brown do the double crisscross out of turn number 4. Pascoe trying to run the inside line. The battle is on for 4th, 5th and 6th, but now we're going to battle on for the number 1, 2 and 3 positions up front. Fletcher and Brown side by side. Meanwhile, Harleman just holding on for the moment as we welcome in Mr. James Rice.
Thank you very much, Brad. An absolutely corker in this one. The top two duking it out. Oh, Caden Brown must be an issue with the car. He's slowed up big time. Here we go. The race is on earnest at the front here now, Brett. There's in P1, David Harleman still holds that lead, and then you got Rob Fletcher in second. And then Trent Gosling is up to P3, well, was P3, now P4, but in P3 is Bailey Barnacote.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Trent Gosling's moved his way from 10th on the grid. He's moved his way up to position 4. If he can just find this final pass on Bailey Barnacote, get into the top 3, no doubt that he will certainly go to the pole shuffle. And the worst he will start is about 8th. He's only got 1 lap to do it, Ricey. Can he get there, or will Bailey Barnacote hang on? Here he comes to the inside into turn number 1 and 2.
And down the back straightaway, coming to turn number 3 for what can Gosley do on the bottom side, but David Harleman will tag out heat race number 1, followed by Rob Fletcher and Bailey Barnacote.
Yeah, we're going to bring up those heat race number 2 results for you right now as David Harleman confirmed a winner in heat number 2. Round number 17 of the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Rob Fletcher home in second. Bailey Barnacote comes home third. Everybody else towards one of 3 B mains. Let's go trackside. Heat number 3. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And Bradley Oldfield for United Sim Sports will start on pole. Blake Walsh for Tank SRT going to start position number 2. Sean Rosa will start position 3. Tyler Strollo for TJS Sim Sports will start position 4. Riding in position number 5 for DMS Sim Sports in caliber 3, that's Jacob Dixon out of position 5, and to his outside, Max Lumsden out of position number 6. Joel Battelle will start position number 7, Kane Della will start 8, and rounding out the 9-car field, it's going to be Jamie Higgs out of position number 9. 9 cars rising, top 3 going through to the main event, and the highest passing cars going straight through to our pole shuffle, the top 8 that is.
That's right, Brett, and Limaland being such a small track, it has produced fantastic racing before, and just one of those mentions is on the bottom, the Birkenator himself going around the inside, around those tyres. So here we go, folks, heat race number 3 is a green, as Bradley Oldfield slides up to P number 1, as someone in the background, Thompson Turley, that was Kay Della. So here we go, folks. The race is on mid-pack as Blake Walsh moves into second. And you got Sean Rosa on the bottom, but above him is Jacob Dixon rolling that top side. So here we go. He moves up to Peter number 3. So he's on that bubble at the moment. He is on a charge right now. As further back, there's bits of squabbles here and there. But at the moment, Brett, and in front is Bradley Oldfield.
Yeah, Oldfield started on pole, heat race number 3. It's not going to do him any favours when it comes to the passing points format right now. Blake Walsh looking to hang on to position number 2. Dixon, if he gets one more spot, he will advance 3 positions from his original starting position. And right now, maybe trying to take a page out of the Caden Brown page book here, running midgets here at the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. Just click past halfway, it'll be 5 down, 3 to run as Walsh moves up. Dixon, he stabbed the brakes and turned underneath him. Here comes a slide job down into turn number 1 and 2. He pulls it up, but right now Walsh comes back at him, and the race is on for 2nd and 3rd, Ricey.
Yes, as now Dixon goes back to that inside line, side by side. He gets the pass. What a switch manoeuvre there on the straightaway. Just goes right in front of Blake Walsh, so he picks up P number 2. As right behind them at the moment, Stradlow is on his way through, and then you got Joe Boutel as well. But at the moment, Bradley Oldfield showing some dominance. Oh, big right rear. Wow. Charles Stradlow and Blake Walsh. That's going to have the stewards looking over the footage here once again. But Brett, that was actually check the flag there, as Bradley Oldfield takes out that one. From second, Jacob Dixon, and Boutel in third.
Yeah, that move there from Stralo sort of caught me off guard there, as that will bring out the checkered flag there in heat race number 3. Just waiting for the next session, heat number 4 to roll over. There we go, heat number 3 results about to show up on your screen right now as heat number 4 will make their way onto the front straightaway behind the iRacing.com pace truck. Bradley Oldfield, your winner from the United Sim Sports stable. Jacob Dixon for DMS Sim Sports. Home in second, Joel Battelle third, Max Lumsden fourth, Kane Della rounds out the top 5. Jamie Higgs, Tyler Stralo, Blake Walsh and Sean Rosa. Fourth on back, going to the B main. Ricey, heat race number 4. Let's go through your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
So starting off for P number 1 is the 16 of Lockie Beattie, driving for DMS Sim Sports. Out of 2 is Boyd Bowden in the 14, driving for TJS Sim Sports. Out of 3, Callan Arthur, the 32, driving for Tanked SRT. Out of 4, Dale Jordanson in the 27. Out of 5, Craig Shuram for Tanked T in the 009 car. Bo Oldfield driving the 50 car in 6. Out of 7, Harry Stewart for United in car 11. Starting out of P7. Out of P8 is Matt D. Hill in the 017, and running out our 9-car field prep is Darcy Wilson.
Alright, well, a couple of big names in this one. Harry Stewart to come from the back. Matt Hill for Tanked SRT. Pretty sure that's the Dirt Division, Matt Hill. Welcome back, Matt Hill. It's been a while since we've had you here. Keep an eye on, well, Callan Arthur at the moment. He's still staying on all fours. He hasn't caught the pit road exit, hasn't caught the pit road wall at Lernerville, and he's made the trek here to Limaland. Keep an eye on Dale Jordison on the outside of the second row, but it's Beattie and Bowden. The green flag is out. Heat race number 4, green into 1 and 2. As Beattie going to slide up, Bowden moves to the inside. Look at Jordison, nearly pushing Beattie all the way through turns 3 and 4. Jordison comes down the racetrack. Man, Arthur was very lucky to survive that one, but Jordison, isn't that just a pretty looking hot rod?
Absolutely, Brad, as at the moment he's still holding on for that spot. But look at the cars behind him. Callan Arthur into the inside, making a 2 wide into turn number 1. Nearly 3 wide there as well. But this race is on for earnest as Dale Johnson has that top spot quite cleanly anyway on the top side. But 3 wide drop on him, Brett. Look at this. This is awesome stuff. Harry Stewart on the bottom side. Oh, guess that tyre. Absolutely there. As Dale Johnson, and as well in that is Callan Arthur. And then you got Lockie Beattie in the mix as well, Brett. So at the moment, action aplenty here in heat race number 4.
Yeah, top 4 sitting on screen right now. Oh, Jordison into the back of Arthur. There goes Beattie. He saved it. He got up on 2 wheels. And they nearly go 3 wide behind him. Man, I'll tell you what, as we got some contact between Wilson and Bo Oldfield. There goes Harry Stewart on the bottom side. Wilson comes down the racetrack. Man, that is close. And Stewart, he is going to be seething right now. He's unable to pass too many cars. And he needs to finish top 3 right now. Callan Arthur coming after Boyd Bowden for the race lead into turn number 3 and 4. The white flag going to fly here in heat number 4. Just one circuit around this little tight ball ring as Bowden goes to the middle of the racetrack. Arthur a lane higher, cuts back down a lane lower. Beattie trying it right now on Jordison out of turn 4. Boyd Bowden gets the win. Oh, that was close between Dale Jordison and Callan Arthur for second and third. And once we bring up the results, we're going to find out who got second and third. Jordison takes it just by 0.067 of a second. Callan Arthur third for Tanked SRT. Beattie home in fourth. Stewart rallied his way to fifth. And then you go back to Sherham, Wilson, Oldfield and Matt Hill. Heat number 4 complete. Heat race number 5. Let's take a look at how they line up here with Billy Hill starting on pole. Hayden Cardwell will start position number 2. Aaron Hutton will start in grid position number 3. Rodney Shute will start position number 4. Then we go back to Bob King. Will start position 5. Brandon Thomas out of position number 6. Clayton Davies will start position 7. Brock Lewis out of position 8. And for DMS Sim Sports, Aaron Kelly will start position number 9. Tell you what, if you don't think Aaron Kelly is going to be a man on a mission on the top side, well, strap yourself in, Ricey, because as Max Powers would say from Simpsons, strap yourselves in and feel the G's, baby.
100% there, Brett. But you've got that magic man out at P number 2, Hayden Cardwell. We've seen him do some Harry Potter type stuff at other tracks as well. So he's out of P number 2, folks, so keep an eye on him. Also, Bob King and obviously Aaron Kelly, the back of the field. So, Brett, here we go. Heat race number 5 here at Limaland. Let's see what these guys can do. Green flag aloft. At a turn number 4. Good start from Billy Hill there. Goes to turn number 1 and 2. And Hayden Carwell straight to the top side. Here we go. Let's see him going to turn 3 and 4 right now. Getting all that dirt up there, up the top there in 3 and 4. And he's still on that top side. And he just clears. So he picks up P number 1 from Billy Hill. Then right behind him is Ronnie Shute as well. That further back is Brock Lewis, Aaron Kelly, starting to make a charge as well.
Yeah, Clayton Davies is trying to make his way forward. He's up into position number 4 and again leading the first of 4 cars. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Look at Kelly charging his way through the field. Inside, outside, through the middle, any which way possible as they go 3 wide. At the start finish line. Slow job from Brock Lewis into Clayton Davies. 4 wide for a moment. Look out. Oh no, Kelly around and into the wall. Clayton Davies upside down. Oh, Hatton and Lewis both surviving that one. Meanwhile, Billy Hill and Rodney Shute going at it. Rodney Shute around the outside of Billy Hill as Hayden Cardwell continues to dominate heat race number 5. 3 to run.
I feel for Aaron Kelly there. He will be filthy with that one. But at the moment, Hayden Cardwell out in front by a country mile. So in second, you got Rodney Shute in that 67. The Mob 167, and then third Billy Hill, and then right behind him is Aaron Hatton, Brett. He's slowly approaching that third place there, and remember folks, top 3 move through to the A main. So can Aaron Hatton make a move here in this last lap?
Well, there's a good chance, but here we go, out of turn number 4. You're about to see your leader run on the bottom side of the racetrack. Here he is, Hayden Cardwell, and that 10-07 machine will get the win. Second will go to Rodney Shute, and Ricey Aaron Hatton will steal away a third position and take away that transfer spot into the A main from Billy Hill. Billy Hill going to come home in position number 4. Brock Lewis 5th. Clayton Davies, Brandon Thomas, Aaron Kelly and Bob King. The 9 drivers out in heat race number 5. As we bring up those results for you right now. Hello, Matt Bailey. There we go. Cardwell, Shute, Hatton. Top 3 going through to the main event. As we get set for our 6th and final heat race of the night. Let's take a look at how they line up here with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, Ricey.
So starting up for pole is the 015 of Darren Lord. Out of 2 for Slick Sim Sports is the number 9 of Joel Berkeley. Out of 3, the 42 of Kobe Dent. Out of 4, the number 7 of Brady Baldwin. Out of 5, the 041 of Brenton Palmer. Out of 5, out of 6, the 56 of Curtis Pell. Out of 7, the 57 of Elliot Osborne. Out of 8, the 24 of Graham Smith. And out of 9, our final car in this one, Brett, is the 41 of Aaron Hodgson.
Well, tell you what, Darren Lord must be absolutely stoked after a win by the man. Well, he's not even a myth, but he is the man, Donny Schatz. If there's one person that is more obsessed with Donny Schatz than I am, I think I found my match. Darren Lord. He's, again, he's a massive Donny Schatz fan. You see all of his cars painted up. He's got that old Arctic Cat Ford Performance 015. Or no, he runs a 015 because I think other people run the 15. But here we go. Final heat of the night. Oh, we got a car going in the back. That's Peel. Meanwhile, Berkeley leads out of turn 2. 3 wide as there goes Dent. A slide job on Lord. Brendan Palmer looking to go into the main event, but I bet you 50 says he gets spun around. He's going to have to do it the hard way. Dent moves into second, now coming after Berkeley, but Dent has got some pressure behind him. Here comes Baldwin with a slide job down into 3 and 4. Has moved Brady Baldwin into position number 2. And look at Hodgson from 9th up to 4th, make that 3rd, and Aaron Hodgson is a man on a mission.
That car is set up brilliantly right now as he goes back underneath of Kobe Dent in turn 1 and 2 as both of them side by side. Oh, bit of contact there, but a fair bump play on in this one. It's Kobe Dent. Oh, that's questionable right there, Brett. Wow, that's questionable. But at the moment, Grant Smith inherits P number 3, and he's on that bubble. Right behind him is Darren Lord. Then you got Elliot Osborne and Curtis Peel as well. So Brett, the Birkenhead of Joel Berkeley, once again, and in front, here in heat race number 6.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect anything less as both those Tinder cars, Hayden Cardwell and Joel Berkeley started on the outside of the front row. And again, both drivers want to get feature wins. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since they've been to victory lane. White flag is out this time by for Berkeley. He leads Baldwin and Smith second and third this time. Berkeley, a bit of R&D right now into turn number 1 and 2, stays on the bottom side. You'll find it's a hell lot slower than what it is on the top side. Top side is the place to be right now. Joel Berkeley wins the 6th and final heat race of the night. Brady Baldwin home in second. Graham Smith comes home in third, and fourth is going to go to Darren Lord. He'll have a good starting position in one of the B mains here tonight. Then we go back unofficially back to Osborne, Hodgson, Peel, Dent and Brendan Palmer back there in position number 9. We'll bring up heat race number 6 results before we go into the first of 3 B mains, and there is what we suspected with Aaron Hodgson after that questionable move, being given a 30-second time penalty, so he got relegated back to 9th position. But no change for the top 3. Berkeley, Baldwin and Smith all going through to our main event. Let's take a look at your ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the first of 3 B mains here in round number 17 of the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League here at the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. Rodney James and Lockie Beattie will start out of positions number 1 and 2. Positions number 3 and 4 going to be Alan Solid and Harry Stewart. Damien Butler and Craig Sherham out of positions 5 and 6. Clint Smith will start position 7. Darcy Wilson out of position 8. Jason Varicali out of 9th. Bo Oldfield 10th. Jacob Burke out of position number 11. Matt Hill position number 12. And that is all there for the first of 3 B mains. And we are going to take the top 2. I'll tell you what, we can't be biased anymore because we've got 3 United Sim Sports drivers in this B main. I don't think Harry Stewart right now is probably a big odds, or sort of a lowish odds on favourite to win this one. Probably paying, I'm going to say, about $1.15 to win this B main.
How much are you going to put on that, Brett? 100, 200?
I'll put $1,000 on that. Says Harry Stewart wins at $1.15.
Here we go, folks. B main number 1 is green. Going to turn number 1. Everything's quite nicely running through 1 and 2. So side by side for our 2 leaders is Rodney James. And then you got Lockie Beattie on the top side. Harry Stewart following him suit in this one. So at the moment, Beattie takes your race lead across the checkers. You got Harry Stewart now in second place. And then in third is Craig Sherham. He's come from nowhere. Oh, big crash, big crash. David Butler rides a right rear upside down. He goes. Wow, Brett. I'm sure we'll get an instant replay on that one probably later on. But at the moment, the action is plenty up front as Harry Stewart is stalking Lockie Beattie at the moment. Side by side in 3 and 4. Coming to turn number 1 and 2 is Stewart in that mid-groove. He's found something there. Can he make the move and clear it? Yes, he does. So here we go, Brett. For odds, Harry Stewart and in front.
Yeah, I tell you what, Craig Sherham has a very big chance right now as he now following the Harry Stewart line here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. B main number 1, Beattie, trying to continue to work the cushion in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Stewart goes upstairs, trying to find some more grip in that number 11 machine. Beattie down to the low side. In fact, running a mini slider line, leaves the lane open there for the bottom side for Craig Sherham to try and duck his way into the top 2. So it was the top 3 that went through in the heat races. This time, it's the top 2. Meanwhile, behind Sherham, then you go back to Darcy Wilson, Rodney James not too far away. Oh no, Lockie Beattie upside down, spinning, pirouetting in the number 16 car. And poor old Lockie Beattie, man, he's at a night to forget. Meanwhile, Darcy Wilson now coming after Sherham for second, 4 to run this time by.
And look at this, Brett, side by side for turn number 4, and Darcy Wilson persists with that mid-groove. That's where Harry Stewart was running earlier, but Craig Sherham has far too much speed on the top and all that momentum. But looks like a slider inbound. No, he doesn't clear it though. So here we go, Brett, with basically 2 laps to go. Well, no, 3 laps to go. Oh, my apologies there, folks, as Harry Stewart now has, well over nearly a second lead on our second place getter in this one. As Darcy Wilson edging closer and closer to second place. But at the moment, Brett, Craig Shearer has that spot locked down.
Yeah, he wants to finish here because he will start position number 22 in this main event. But right now, the driver that's going to start position number 19, I told you, I was very confident that he would get the win in the B main. Checkered flag at the ready. Harry Stewart gets the win. A very ambitious move there from Darcy Wilson on Craig Shearer. And as they went to the start-finish line, Craig Shearer officially will get the B main win. Craig Shearer, sorry, gets second in B main number 1. Top 2 going through, Harry Stewart for United Sim Sports and the Tank SRT 009. Craig Shearer, unfortunately, third on back, Darcy Wilson. Well, he's got bragging rights over the rest of the field in that B main. And unfortunately, well, they'll have to come back next week for round number 18. Let's take a look right now at your ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for B main number 2, Rossi.
Oh, God, okay. Out of P number 1 is the number 4 of Trent Gosley. Out of 2, the 956 of Billy Heel. Out of 3, the 17 of Callum Davidson. Out of 4, the 8 of Brock Lewis. Out of 5, the 22 of Liam Cameron. Out of 6, the 53 of Clayton Davies. Out of 7, the 15 of Brad Pascoe. The 8 out of 8, the 55 of Brandon Thomas. Out of 9, the 12 of Damon Mush. 10 is the 43 of Aaron Kelly. 11 is the 10 car of Murray Howell. 12, the 2 of Bob King. And running out our 13 car field, the 35 of Mitchell Broom, Brett.
Well, some big names in this one. Gosley, Davidson, Davies, Pascoe, Kelly, King. They've all got their work cut out for them. And unfortunately, only 2 of them are going to go through. Ricey, I'll let you lead us to the green flag.
Thank you very much. And I might do the Gavin White chant at the feature, Brett. But
no idea what that is. Please inform me after.
Me neither. Here we go. Green flag aloft here. In B main number 2, as there's cars all over the place in the main straightaway, but action is out in front now as, Callum Davidson with contact. Not sure exactly who that was, but I'm pretty sure that might have been the car of Heel. Is that Aaron Kelly? That's Aaron Kelly. He's in P2 already, Brett. Oh, not again. I was going to say, not again. Aaron Kelly nearly made contact as well in his heat race, which caused him to be in this one. But at the moment, Trent Gosley is out as P number 1. Aaron Kelly second, and then Clayton Davies on that bubble in P3.
Yeah, Clayton Davies doing everything he can, doing everything in his power to get by Aaron Kelly. But Kelly, a feature winner already this season and in multiple podium finishes himself along with the DMS Sim Sports team. Have had a number of good results, just sort of drying up the past couple of weeks. I learned out that they'll be looking to get back into the podium picture right now. Trent Gosley for WP Concreting leads B main number 2. Davies getting a little sideways in the center of 1 and 2. He gets some drive down on the bottom side. This track right now, it's doing some strange things right now. You see a lot of grip patches, a lot of slick parts onto this racetrack, and it's really making it difficult for these drivers. Making it difficult for the drivers to find what is the fastest line. These drivers talk about searching around. There's some contact between Davies and Kelly.
Yeah, I think at the moment, if you diamond off the corner, you can get some really good drive off that bottom side. But look who is coming in P4. It's Brandon Thomas. He's fast approaching a third place getter of Clayton Davies. So at the moment, our leader, Trent Gosley in the 4. Just slowly but surely keeping that car straight in this one. Oh, and do we have a Clayton Davies nearly upside down in that one? But Brett, everything's all spaced out here, and I think later on we're going to see some slide jobs. That's for sure. Yeah,
looking forward to seeing what the pole shuffle is going to produce. Meanwhile, we've got the lap out of turn number 4, this time by Trent Gosley. B main number 2 for WP Concreting has got that 4. Well, he's had the lead since the drop of the green flag, and he has nearly been untouched with that snap-on entry as here he goes into turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Trent Gosley nearly goes upside down. Why not? And for DMS Sim Sports, Aaron Kelly from position number 10 up to second. He will make the show. Everybody else, unfortunately, once again, just like we've seen in B main number 1, from third on back, they will be sent packing. They'll be told to park it up, and we'll hopefully see most of those drivers next week for round number 18. But here it is, your official results in B main number 2, showing as a C main. We'll explain why it's like that in a second. Trent Gosley and Aaron Kelly get the 2 transfer positions up for grabs. B main number 3, let's take a look at how they line up right now with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, with Max Lumsden starting on pole, and he's outside in caliber 015. Darren Law will start position number 2. Kane Della lines up inside your second row, position 3, and he's outside. That'll be Elliot Osborne out of position number 4. Jamie Higgs will start position number 5. Curtis Peel will start position number 6. Tyler Stralo will start position number 7. Kobe Dent on his outside out of position number 8. Blake Walsh out of position number 9. And position number 10, that'll be Brendan Palmer. I'll bet you 50 says he doesn't make the main event. Sean Rose are going to start position 11. 12th is going to be Aaron Hodgson. And how about this? Caden Brown in position number 13. James Rice. Caden Brown, yes, let that sink in, buddy. He starts 13th. Do you think he can pass 11 or 12 cars to get the first or second?
Well, you can't discount it though. We have seen it once before, and even just before with Aaron Kelly. But Brett, there is a good chance we can see Caden Brown up front here soon. But it all depends on this start.
All right, here we go. The final 12 laps of preliminary competition. The field rolls it into turns 3 and out of turn number 4. They wait for the R-Racing green flag. Barney, the R-Racing green flag, but as Wesley Outland would call him 3 wide already. Make that 4 wide out of turn number 2. Hello, look out. Here comes Osborne. Double slide job. What can Lumsden and Law do? They got Noah up on the inside now. 2 by 2 by 2 and lots of 2 by 2 action. Aaron Hodgson in that Trumpmobile, the 41 machine. Look at the white and red car. He was quick in his heat race before a bonehead move. Got him relegated back to by a 30-second penalty. He's now coming through the field. Not sure. Caden Brown's only up to 10th, but Aaron Hodgson, he is a man on a mission right now. Oh, one upside down. It's Peel.
At the moment, it's 3 wide in turn number 1. Between... Oh! Big ride for Hodgson. Wow. He just rode that wall and it was gone. As everything goes haywire on my end here, Brett, but we're back up and running.
Don't worry. It went on my end too. I was starting to panic.
Osborne, still your race leader, as he's got Kane Della on his inside. So Della, what can he do? Side by side once again in on the back straightaway. Going to turn 3 and 4. Can they draw level, or can Kane Della pick up the race lead? And it is still Elliot Osborne. This race is awesome up front, Brett. But right behind him, though, you've got some action aplenty between Stradlow, Darren Lord, Caden Brown is on making a move as well.
Yeah, Jamie Higgs is in there as well. 3 wide, Caden Brown up on the inside. 5 laps left to run for the driver of the number 97 and the TFHIA.com entry. What can he do? Lord, will he throw the move? Yes, he does. Brown back to the inside. This is not what Caden Brown wants. He needs to get some clear air. Lord gets a little sideways. It stops Caden Brown from pulling the crossover out of turn 2. Kane Della and Elliot Osborne. What a race up front it is. Della on the low side. Osborne on the top. And Jamie Higgs, well, he has got the best seat in the house. And you know what? Let's go and take a look at the best seat in the house as we go on board with him. Hello.
Oh, no.
Okay, you know what? We're going to play a quick commercial.
Yeah, we'll be right back after this, folks.
My name is Stephen Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the Beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the Beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the Beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the Beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing. My name is Steven Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the Beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the Beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the Beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing.
Hey Breno, did someone say KFC? Ladies and gentlemen, we are just, there was some server issues that just happened where it forced everybody's game to crash. So what we're going to do, the race control, the admins are sorting it out now. They are going to launch a new server. We're not going to have a pole shuffle. We only had, I think, a lap and a half or 2 laps to go in B main number 3. So the 2 drivers that transferred from that B main will be Elliot Osborne and Kane Della. And no pole shuffle, so we're going to go straight into, once the server launches, I believe the drivers are going to have about a 5-minute practice session, and then we're going to run the A main straight up how iRacing would have lined them up. So we're probably at least about 5 or 10 minutes away from that happening. We do appreciate your patience here, but again, this is physically out of our control, so maybe a good time if you've got a KFC near you, go grab yourself a bucket of chicken and have about 14 pieces for me since I can't have them. But again, a big thank you to everybody that has sort of stuck by us, and hopefully will stick by us throughout this little interval. And again, once we get the server up, we'll come back to live pitches. But in the meantime, again, a big thanks to our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thank you to, of course, Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder iRacing League, and Loud Pedal Productions. Don't forget to like and follow them on all their social media pages. You can check out World of Thunder on the World Wide Web, www.wotrl.com. And don't forget the wonderful sponsors here with the Midget Super League, of course, Rush Sim Racing, 87 Creative, Cush Clothing Co., and everybody behind the scenes, from admins to race controls, people doing the points, everybody that has stepped up and chipped in some way, shape or form. So again, go get yourself a bite of KFC. Or go up and get yourself a water. That sounds better. A lot healthier, apparently. Anyhow, we'll take a quick break and come back once again once the server's up. And once we've got live pictures, we won't keep you guys waiting too much longer, hopefully.
My name is Steven Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing. My name is Steven Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing. My name is Steven Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing.
Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen here to Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 18 of the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League. Brett Wheeler joined alongside James Rice. Well, Ricey, we can probably call it a technical rainout for the most part. Not so much of a rainout, but some severe thunderstorms virtually rolling across Limaland, Ohio here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. But we've got the track dialed back in. We've got 3 minutes left of this practice session, and then we get set for our main event, contested over 40 laps.
Yes, mate, it's one of those things that I've never actually seen that before, and you know, with a virtual thunderstorm rolling through and knocking out power and other bits and pieces, it's kind of almost like racing on the next day afterwards. So, yes, the practice session for these guys, and we have only the A main combatants in this one. There is no pole shuffle. So this one's going to be a corker, Brett, that's for sure. And there's going to be more grip on the track. And obviously that last one was going to be absolute a mayhem anyway with the sliders. But we'll see that here once again later on. But folks, thank you very much for sticking by us. And obviously with the discussions in chat and that, thank you very much for keeping others entertained with your opinions and so forth. So, but Brett, we're closing in on this Midget Super League A main here, and we don't really have a lineup just yet. But who is your pick for this one?
Well, seeing as though there was no pole shuffle, seeing as though Hayden Carbell and Joel Berkeley, I think they won heats 3 and 6, so they're going to start up the front in the first 3 rows. You would almost go, and even David Harlem, you'd almost go as far as to say you've got to go with Carbell or Berkeley to get the win here. I would not be surprised if one of those 2 drivers got the win, but I'll tell you what, out of the 23 drivers that have signed back into the pit area, again, it's going to be tough just to pick one, but look, I want to say Berkeley probably at $1.45, and I think Carbell will give him out $1.40 odds.
And I'll go with Harry Stewart on this one. He's paying a solid $15.
Coming from the back, yeah, he won B main number 2, I think it was.
Yes, yep, that's right. So
that's 20th. He starts position number 20th. Actually, you know what? Bradley Oldfield's going to be up near the front. I'm pretty sure he picked up the opening heat or the second heat of the night, so he starts on the front row. And when it comes to the championship as well, at the moment it's Stewart v Oldfield. Of course, you know, with the likes of Kelly involved, Cardwell's there. Just, you know, consistency so far over the first 16 weeks. Well, round number 17. We're about to get started here in about 15 seconds, Ricey.
Yes, and obviously with everything been going on, obviously beforehand, Brett, thank you everyone for sticking with us and everyone coming back to join us. Thank you very much, and as the checker flag is put on for this practice session, we're about to find out who starts where in this 40-lap race here at Limaland.
All right, let's go trackside. Your main event for round number 17 of the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League. Let's see if the grid is going to work. Travis Castagna going to start on pole. Where's Bradley Oldfield? Okay, he's back there in ninth. Anyhow, Travis Castagna and Lance Bainton on row number 1. Row 2 going to be Hayden Cardwell, David Hardeman. Row 3 going to be Boyd Bowden and Joel Berkeley. Graham Smith and Jacob Dixon in row 4. Bradley Oldfield, Joshua Barry in row 5. Row 6 we'll see Joel Battelle and Dale Jordison. Then we go back to the final half of the field. Rodney Shute, Brady Bolbin in row 7. Bailey Bartercoat, Rob Fletcher in row 8. Row number 9, Callan, I can't keep it on all fours at Lernerville Arthur alongside Aaron Hatton. Row number 10, Harry Stewart and Trent Gosley, Elliot Osborne, Craig Sheeram, Aaron Kelly and Kane Della. The 24 stars and cars in this one. And looks like the only driver to not make the grid is poor old Callan Arthur. I think he's still what's the word I'm looking for? Not ego. Yeah, his ego might be bruised a bit after that one.
Well, here we go, folks. It's one of those things that things go wrong, but we're back here, ready to go, Brett. I'll let you start off this one. Here we go, folks. 40 laps around Limaland.
Round number 17, the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League. Who is going to victory lane? How many tender cars are going to be up near the front come the end of this one? Oh no, Boyd Bowden tagged the back of Hayden Cardwell. We are green. Castagna going to lead him through turn number 1 and 2. Watching Bainton trying to fend off Hayden Cardwell. 3 wide Berkeley. Harleman and Graham Smith. Now Cardwell down to the low side. Slide job on Bainton. But Bainton back around the outside. Harleman gets clear of Berkeley. Tell you what, there are pretty tricky those cars to tell apart. They've got 7, 49 and 9, Ricey.
At the moment, Cardwell is carving up in P2, but alongside him is Lance Baton. He's a challenge for P number 2, but on the inside there is David Heileman as well. Then you got the Burkinator Joel Berkeley from Queensland. He's coming through the pack as well. So at the moment, it is Tinder, Lance Baton, and then Tinder once again. So, Brett, here we go. Out in front, Travis Castagna holding on that line. As Hayden Cardwell rolling that car on the top side. He's looking for a way through, but further back, you've got Joel Berkeley in the mid-groove at the moment. As Brett, one car upside down.
That's Bainton.
That's Lance Bainton as yellow flag is thrown.
Yeah, probably a timely yellow there for the driver of the number 2 machine of Travis Castagna. Let's go quickly take a look right now at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. I guess maybe things just getting too much for the driver of the 010 machine of Bainton. Too much swiping left and right on the wheel. Just overdrove it, jumped the cushion. Dixon got a piece of that one, but Bainton goes upside down. Finishes on his lid. Calls the virtual tow truck. And unfortunately, that ends his round number 17 campaign back to the pits. Now, did I? No, Callan Arthur is still not there. I thought I seen him out there. We've got a couple of cars already back on pit road. Kane Della as well. So we're down to 19 cars, I believe it is, left in this one.
So as the cars line up in rows of two.
We've got caution laps working. Caution laps counting as well by the look of it.
Yes, yeah. I believe so, as green flag here once again. As Travis Castagna leads the field in turn number 1 and 2, as you got Hayden Cardwell on the top side. The top's not quite there yet, but one mistake from Travis Castagna can make this all pear-shaped. Is that Berkeley on the inside? Yes, it is. Berkeley on the inside. He goes for a slide job. He gets it done, but the two place getters right behind him go split the middle. So here we go. It is literally slick surrounding Travis Castagna at the moment, Brett. As yellow flag out once again. And I don't know who that was.
I'm just going to say, look at Harry Stewart up to 5th.
Wow. Well,
from 20th. From 19th, excuse me. Graham Smith.
Graham Smith. So look at the wicked cushion instant replay here, folks. As we see turn 1 and 2. And, oh, yeah, just clips the left rear. And then all pear-shaped from there on in for those jobs. Well, hang time.
Yes.
So there we go.
I think Castagna's trying to hang 10 up there.
Absolutely.
In that Billabong car. I mean, he's doing a heck of a job so far in the opening. What is now going to be 14 laps complete, but those restarts. This is what could be the potential killer for the driver of the number 2. Let's see if we can get back to the race lead. You know, the slick cars, the Tinder cars, they are all going to go at the same time. Green flag is out. Berkeley on the inside will slide up in front of Castagna. Castagna around the outside on Harleman. Stewart making it 3 wide on the bottom side down into turn number 3 and 4. Stewart up to position 5. Oh, car around Bailey. Barnacote, I think that might be. We are yellow, and it was Barnacote. Shoot got involved. Hatton gets involved as well. Wicked cushion instant replay coming up.
So here we go. With wicked cushion instant replay. As the slow-mo, here we go. Oh, just a little bit of a right tap from Dixon, which sends the 917 car into a tumble. So nothing intent in that whatsoever. And unfortunately, 2 cars get caught up in that one. I wouldn't want to be that driver in that car right there, Brett.
Watch it from this angle. This is an absolute beauty of an angle. Man, he went flipping.
Wow.
He was still flipping. He was flipping like the pizzas. You don't flip pizzas. Anyhow, let's move on. Did someone say Breno? I think Breno said KFC again.
Yes, yeah, I think he did. So here we go, folks. As Hayden Cardwell leads the field here once again, pace truck off the circuit, and green flag aloft. Good start from Cardwell. So here we go. Berkeley follows suit, then Castagna, and then you've got Heileman right behind them, and then Harry Stewart. Harry Stewart on that bottom side. At the moment, everything's pear-shaped right at the back. Aaron Kelly. Oh, I think it was just a constant Tanner effect. So Brett, with the wicked cushion instant replay once again out in force, we'll see what happened there in turn number 4. I think there was just a little bit of contact. One car getting a little bit sideways. So slow motion here and see, oh yes.
Jordison into the back of Dixon. Oldfield into the back of Jordison. Kelly into the side of Oldfield. Barry into the side of Kelly. Baldwin coming through. Can't miss a right rear tyre on that exchange, but he saves it. Who else gets involved? I think that's about it. So, oh, wow. Lasella, or the SM Sim Sports cars involved in that one. Barry and Baldwin. Baldwin able to keep it going. Barry, he's got some damage on that number 20 machine, so he's still on the racetrack. 17 cars left in this one with just 16 laps remaining.
So look at this, folks. From P20 to P number 5, Harry Stewart making his way through. Same with Oldfield.
He's down to about $3 now, Harry Stewart.
Yep, I got on him when he was $15. Here we go. Hayden Cardwell leads the field again into turn 1 and 2. Use the slider line. Then you got Berkeley on the top side. He inherits for P number 2 right now. Travis Castagna in there in third. But then Heilemann. Then you got Stewart. Then you've got Dixon, Oldfield, Patel, Jordanson in that mid pack as well. So at the moment, Harry Stewart, I believe, is probably the only car, or nearly only car, using the bottom side. So I reckon the bottom's going to come here later on here, Brett. But at the moment, it is all Aiden Cardwell.
Yeah, Berkeley trying to run the top side as Cardwell runs the slider line. The right rear bangs off the cushion and the concrete wall through turn number 1 and 2. Look at Berkeley getting that number 9 machine wound up on the top side. I'll tell you what, Cardwell, these two drivers raced against each other a whole lot, and considering that, these guys are still at a very young age, although Berkeley, Berkeley's about 20 or so. I mean, that's still 20 or 21. It's still very young, but still very, very quick. We're coming to 11 to go. Yellow is out.
And
shoot.
Joshua Barry.
Yeah, Rodney Shute started that one. Let's take a look. Wicked Cushion instant replay coming up on screen. So the 67 in front of the 20 of Joshua Barry at Mobile 1. Oh, okay, well.
Okay.
Yeah, Barry that caused it. Poor old Shute. I gotta say, if Berkeley can time a restart on Cardwell, we are about to potentially watch and witness probably an even better race than the World of Outlaw Sprint Car race at Lernerville tonight in those last 5 laps.
Absolutely. That was a corker between, I think, was it Sweet Shots and
Larson.
And Larson, so...
It was funny because you saw in the team chat, I don't know if it was the United one or I think it was the United one. They're asking who to pick except Larson. And I said, Shots or Sweet? And I said, Sweet or Shots? I'd love to pick Shots. Anyhow, we'll come back to that in a second. Green flag is out. We are looking at 7 to run, this time by Berkeley on the bottom side. Now Stewart, he's opted to go the high line, trying to wind that United Sim Sports Valvoline number 11 up and try and get by Berkeley. Here he comes. About to launch an attack, but Berkeley goes up. Stewart reads it well. Berkeley back underneath. Battle is on for second and third.
From P20 to P number 3, Harry Stewart is absolutely on a charge right now. Berkeley, he'll be watching. He'll be looking for a way through to try and get away from Harry Stewart, but he's sticking with him. So at the moment, Cardwell leads. From Stewart, well now it's Berkeley, then Stewart. Then you got Heilemann, Castagna, and Bradley Oldfield running at your top 6 at the moment, Brett. It is all Slick 1 and 2 and United in 3. So it's not end of the race just yet, but these top 3 guys are getting closer and closer.
Yeah, they're really starting to get close as the laps start to wind down. We're looking at 2.5 to run down the back straightaway. Hayden Cardwell has got it all and had it all his own way, all bar probably the first 10 laps. Stewart, 2 to run on the inside now, trying to run the low side, trying to find the moisture. Gets past Berkeley and now sets his side after Hayden Cardwell. He's got about a 1 second, a 1.1 second gap. He will not have enough time to get to your race leader unless Cardwell does something drastically down the back stretch for the final time, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 17, the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League. Hayden Cardwell is victorious. Berkeley comes across the line. Stewart comes across the line in second spot. Berkeley going to get third. David Heilemann fourth. Bradley Oldfield going to round out the top 5. And we are going to bring those results up for you in just a few moments' time. But before we do that, we're just going to wait for the session to roll over so we can get those results up for you right now. And here they are coming up on screen. Hayden Cardwell victorious ahead of Harry Stewart, Joel Berkeley, David Heilemann, Bradley Oldfield, the top 5, Dale Jordison, Travis Castagna, Aaron Hatton, Aaron Kelly, Joel Battelle, your top 10, Brady Baldwin, Trent Gosley, Craig Sheeran. And you go back to Jacob Dixon, Boyd Bowden, Joshua Barry, Rodney Shute, Bailey Barnacote, Graham Smith, Lance Bainton, Rob Fletcher, Kane Diller, Elliot Osborne, and Callan Arthur, the drivers to contest and not contest round number 17's main event here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We're just awaiting our top three to get out of the cockpits of their race car. Once they do, we'll go and chat with our top three here in just a few moments' time. But the driver of the night, Harry Stewart, up 17 positions in tonight's main event as we get set to... Oh, that's... Not sure why that's doing that. Let's go back there. So let's go back live.
There's one thing I will point out, Brett, is regardless of what happened, that track was racy, absolute racy, and be good to possibly get a question in for all three.
Well, we can do that. Tell you what, let's bring in Hayden Cardwell right now. Hayden Cardwell victorious here at the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. You're dominating race, buddy, and, well, you get the job done. How was that?
It was definitely weird, iRacing, they had to do their little mess up there, but, everybody, Alan and Hubert and everybody that makes this happen, we kept it together. It was a long night tonight, but, the racetrack really came together there. Sucks we didn't have the one that we were going to have. I think it could have been a little bit better, but, all in all, I put on a pretty good show, and, we was able to get to the lead and just cruise there.
So Hayden, obviously with the server change and all that stuff, do you think the car setup that you would have ran would that been different if the server didn't go down, or how does that play in your mind with setups, knowing with all the changes?
I think it definitely changes it a little bit. The track in the first server was a little bit more burn up. We probably would have tightened up a little bit more. Probably ran some less gear, but when we got in there, we had to loosen up some because the track started out a little bit fresher. So we kind of struggled at that at the end, but I knew we had to be good at the beginning there. So for sure, added a little bit more gear and went from there.
All right, buddy. Well, look, you lead home yet another win. It's been a while since you've been back in Victory Lane. Must feel good to finally put this Tinder car back where it belongs.
Yeah, we got it out of the shed tonight. Joel, he prepared 4 cars tonight. One got flipped, Bob there. He got parked several times. We were going to that 1, 2, 3, but, David always chokes, so go figure. Right there. We probably would have had a 1, 2, 3, but, David, he said he was going to do something to Alex Berger on the Pro Series. You see how that went. He definitely choked there, so he's going to choke here, too.
Yeah, well, still waiting for that World Championship, the Sprint Car World Championship to go to America. Hayden, congratulations on the victory, buddy. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, just all the guys on Slick. They know who they are. They do their best. Jace Webb Racing, Vanderbilt Race Cars, Jennifer Hans for all she does. You guys for the broadcast, Alan with the league, and Lewis for spotting the night.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden Cardwell, your winner here tonight in round number 17, the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League. We'll chat to the driver that advances 17 positions here tonight. Harry Stewart, second place. You had to go top, you had to go middle, you had to go bottom to make this happen. At second place, you fall one spot shy, but again, a good points night for you in the number 11 team.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool race, actually. Given the circumstances with iRacing crashing. But yeah, it was pretty cool just to come through the field. I didn't think I'd be able to after my heat, I thought it was going to be a super slick feature. Just sort of threw everything at it in the setup area. And then it all crashed and we got a tacky track for the feature for the start. So I just went, no, screw it, I'll just run the setup I was going to use on a slick track, and it just sort of worked on the bottom. So, yeah.
Now, just sort of, during that downtime, normally if you go to a real racetrack, if they're doing track prep or whatnot, you see a lot of drivers go out onto the racetrack. Obviously, you can't do that here on iRacing. What did you do to sort of keep yourself focused and prepared for the main event that was coming up?
Pretty much just listened to everyone in Discord when we all joined the same channel. Just go on about everything, and then the server went up and just treated it sort of like it was a hosted and just didn't think about the championship or anything. So it sort of helped me last season. I sort of went away from doing that the last couple of races. I worried about the points too much, and then yeah, sort of forgot about it all, and then yeah, get a good result.
Well, I think you basically covered all the stuff I was going to ask, but obviously with the changes happening and everything going haywire earlier there, Harry, what was your mindset going like? Obviously with the heat race and that and in that B main, what was your mindset in that B main to try and go through? Like, you know, it would be hard for me trying to move up all those spots, but you know, what was the mindset going in and obviously set wise being such a small track?
Well, I was sort of low on confidence because I haven't made a feature straight through from the heat at Limaland since I think the first ever round at Limaland of MSL last year. So I was sort of just hoping to get a good start. I think it was Lockie in front of me, so I knew he'd be pretty good to follow on the start for the first couple of laps and just make it into the feature. Then I sort of just tried to go where everyone wasn't going, which is a bit easier when it's sort of refresh the track when there's more than 2 lines usually. So, yeah.
All right, Harry. Well, you started position 19 in this one. You grab a second place up advancing 17 positions. We'll let you get out of it and let you celebrate a second spot here for the United team. And before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shout out to all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
I'd just like to thank everyone at United Sim Sports, Valvoline, Too Easy Finance, West End Mazda, Parramatta, Zuzu Ute, Ultimate Dirt TV, Origin Graphics, Adrad Radiators, United Sim Promotions, Alan, Steve, everyone doing the stuff behind the scenes to let us even race the feature. You for broadcasting, you and Ricey for commentating. So, yeah, thanks.
All right, there we go. Harry Stewart there, home in second spot. We'll bring up the driver that comes home in third place tonight. It's Mr. Joel Berkeley. Joel, well, congratulations.
Hello.
I know you would have liked to have been probably 2 spots higher up on the podium, but a third place is going to have to do for tonight.
Yeah, look, we all should be privileged to be able to race tonight after the circumstances we had. But blame the game, not the drivers, pretty much, isn't it? But yeah, welcome. Oh, I can't complain with the third. I was pretty cut about that last year. I was just catching Hayden, but I thought I'd try the bottom, and well, it wasn't really the move. I just didn't have the pace down there. So is what it is. I made a mistake, and I thought I'd do the right thing. Let Harry buy let him have second since I exceeded track limits.
Yes, we all saw that going into turn 3. But Berkeley, congrats again, and like with those changes happening, like with the 2 server changes, and obviously the track state's being so different. I asked the same question to Hayden as well. With setup wise, was that much changes involved with that? Obviously, with the original server going to be so slick, but was there major changes, or did you keep the same setup?
If I'm honest, there probably should have been changes, but did we make changes? Of course not. That's too hard. So we just run what we brung from the heat race and ran that. And yeah, probably should have changed it a little bit. And I don't know. It's a hard thing to predict because with these sort of tracks, obviously it starts off really hooked up and goes slick towards the end. You either got to be trying be good at the start or good at the end. But the way it is these days, you got to try and be good at the start and make your ground up, and then if you're not too good at the end, well, you just got to play roadblock, I guess. But yeah, look, it's a cool, just a bit of a change, yes, to race on a different sort of track. Obviously, it develops throughout the race and have multiple different lines, but yeah, different to the usual, and still enjoyed it.
Now, going back to sort of catching Hayden there on those sort of that last restart. How does that play into the mind in trying to time those restarts? Because it almost looked like that if you let a driver, with Hayden Cardwell's talent, if he gets away from you by half a second, it's just so hard to make up that ground.
Yeah, look, Hayden's at the top of his game, and I'm probably going to make myself even worse, but he was counting me down, and I still couldn't keep up. So, yeah, is what it is. But, yeah, Hayden's at the top of his game. He's one of the best going around in every single car, if not the best. But that's for everyone else to judge, not me. But yeah, still happy to run third behind Hayden and Harry. Harry's no slouch, so yeah, he's leading the series. He does a great job every week.
I don't think there'll be too many people disagreeing with you on that Hayden Cardwell statement. Joel, congratulations, third place finish here tonight for you and the Slick Sim Sports team. No doubt you got some people and some sponsors to thank as well, buddy.
Yeah, look, massive credit to the guys at Slick Sim Sport, everyone that helps out there, and pity David was a bit of a disappointment and let us down and get a podium sweep and myself, but we might have to try and get him to stay up till buddy 6 a.m. next week as well, I guess. But we'll credit the team at MSL for sticking with it tonight. It could have easily just been after the server crash, just too easy, we're done for the night. But we stuck it out and put on a good show. And credit to you guys for broadcasting and all the sponsors that help out MSL.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Joel Berkeley, third place finisher here tonight from the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. But on screen, your round number 17 winner, Hayden Cardwell, gets the job done. And it's been a few weeks, even over a month, since we've seen that number 07 machine in victory lane. But Rossi, what a way to wrap up round number 17. Of course, we did have that intermittence there throughout what was probably about 10 or 15 minutes. But, I mean, at the end of the night, we got what we came to see, a fantastic race and a fantastic showing by these drivers.
Absolutely, mate. And as you said, like even with that those two servers and obviously with iRacing and all that sort of stuff, it didn't hamper the action on track. And we saw as one belt over an A main, between Berkeley, obviously Heilemann further back, but mostly Cardwell and Stewart as well. So congrats to all the top three, and thank you, Brett, for allowing me in the booth here once again. And thank you to Rush Sim Racing and all the sponsors that support MSL. And we'll see you. Well, you'll see me anyway next week.
Yeah, I believe. I think I've got a couple of days off. Maybe on Friday about lunchtime. But if not, I think I'll be back on Monday with Sunday night American time. Monday here in the daytime, early morning start at about 9, 11 and then 1 o'clock for the World of Thunder iRacing League races. But until then, a big thanks to, of course, Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder iRacing League and Loud Pedal Productions. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, and on behalf of James Rice and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night from Limaland. Congratulations goes to Hayden Cardwell.